What's up, preppers? Welcome back to another video, and today we are looking at this. And we're not just looking at it on the surface, we're going to get inside this and see if it is actually what it says on the tin. This is the cheap version of this. This is a real life straw, and what we're going to do is take apart the Temu version and see what's inside and compare the two. So on the surface they look very similar. The life straw is a bit longer, if anything. At the ends, the life straw's got this cap and this grill, and this is just an open edge. And to be honest, the life straw weighs a bit less than that, even though it's bigger. So let's see how that reflects inside. Now, I'm not sure we can easily unscrew this, so I am going to have to just destroy them to get inside them. So, a little help from my friend here. That's the one end off of the life straw there. Inside. So, I had to get some big boys out for that, and it took an absolute pasting to come off. So, the life straw, a little dink in the end there, and the whole thing just came off, and you can see the recess there. This was literally the smell of burning glue as I was trying to cut it off. So instantly, I mean, you might think that makes it more solid, but does it? We have this mesh with loose wires in there. Right, don't know why that went off, but when I opened up the cheaper one at the other end, there was a black cap here with like filter paper in, and then it was just full of this. So what the life straw is a hollow fibre membrane that parasites and bacteria cannot pass through. Only clean water can pass through. That's all the technology is there. That is it. It's densely packed. It's got to get through a lot of that, and that's what life straw do. Life straws given out at disaster scenarios, things like that. Now the cheap version does have the same thing, albeit not very long journey and not very densely packed. You can see at the side here, water could easily get past this side. There's a big channel there before it comes out. So I don't think that's going to be anywhere near as effective. What it has got is activated carbon. Now, activated carbon is good for reducing things like chlorine. But in a life-saving situation, which is better? Personally, I'm moving on to different types of filters, but trust factor for me, this is the technology, this is proven, this is sent to disaster places and famine countries all over the world and used. This is the Temu version, and we'll throw in some, hopefully, activated carbon. It could be anything, this, we don't know. Into a little chamber with a paper filter that'll just go through. I'm not impressed by it. I'm not overly impressed by the life straw, the technology there. It's exactly what it is. But at least it's made to a good quality, a good standard, and you can see it tried and tested and working. So, if you're ever curious what was in some of these cheap ones, I've heard horror stories with just a piece of sponge being in them and stuff like that, then that's what's in it. And because of the activated carbon area, the suction on that was near enough impossible. How you would use that as a life straw, I'll never know, because I tried to drink through it and you'd have to, it's like somebody put a McDonald's milkshake in the freezer for an extra 6 hours, and then you're trying to get it up that little paper straw. it was almost impossible to get any liquid out of that just by into the water and sucking it through a straw, whereas the Life Straw, it was coming through. So there we have it. I've destroyed all this. So that's this month's budget blown by destroying 2 filters. So hopefully it helped, you learned something. If you've got any questions, I'll hold on to all these pieces and parts so I can answer your questions if it's something specific. I'm just experimenting the same way you might, so I don't know how we can test this potentially for what it is, but I tell you what, it's not all what it says it is, because there's random bits of clear plastic in it mixed in with it as well. It almost feels like the synthetic coal that you use on model railways and stuff like that. So there we go. Temu versus Life Straw. For me, tried, tested, trusted, I'd stick with Life Straw out of the 2. This, I'm not so sure. Not only is it impossible to use as a straw, I question the filtering methods for what you'd actually want to filter out in this situation. Maybe at some point I'll get a Sawyer Mini and have the budget to take that apart or destroy it as was needed to get into these things. But right now, that's as good as it's going to get. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you've got a Life Straw, if you were ever curious, maybe that helped. Maybe not. Maybe you just like seeing me destroy something and make a mess of that. Either way, don't forget to smash the like button. Let me know your comments and questions below, and I will see you all in another video really soon. Goodbye.